So for my first week of using an eyeshadow palette for like the whole week, I did the Maybelline The Nudes, which is like the first one of it. This is the inside of it. It was a bit hard to work with. I will say it was hard to work with. They're not super pigmented and they're also very dry. So when you try and build them up, you end up with like patchiness super easily. So you have to really build them up, and then trying to buff them out, it's just a struggle. It wasn't pleasant to use this palette that much. Though it was an easy palette to do work looks for, I will say it was a bit of a hard palette to do slightly different work looks every day, or like not slightly different, vastly different work looks every day. Because the instinct with this is just maybe use this, if you use a base color, use that as your base. Put this one or this one in your crease, buff them out with this one and this one, and then put one of these four on your lid. Put one of these two in your inner corner if you do that, and maybe use that to do a bit of liner like on the top. Or, you know, maybe don't use these on the lid and do the liner instead, or, you know, or you could put these all over the lid if you wanted a slightly more natural look. But basically that same concept of base color in the darkening the crease, buffing out the crease, or just being the crease color if you don't want a super dark crease. Using these as lid colors, using these as inner corner or lid colors, and using that to do like an eyeliner thing. You just kept doing that. That was the instinct with it. Trying to do night looks out of this palette was so hard because there just isn't that much in it you can do a night look out of it. Yeah, so if you can find this for like under $10, I won't say $5, I'll say under $10 at a store where they're just trying to sell like the last stock, and you just need one eyeshadow palette to do work looks. It doesn't have to be hard. You just need to you just want some color on there. You're not going to exactly care if it doesn't look ideal. You just want some eyeshadow. I would get it. I found this on Amazon for new for $67. Do not buy it for $67 on Amazon. It is not worth $67. It is worth maybe $10. I'm pretty sure these retailed for like $25 as well. I don't even think they're worth that. They're worth maybe $10. Yeah, it was fine. It did the job. There are other palettes that do the job better. So I wouldn't use this one unless it was my only palette and I got it for super cheap. I'd rather use one of my other palettes that work better. So yeah, link will be here-ish, I think, for the longer video where I go into, where you can actually see the looks I did for all 5 days, or the, you know, attempted different looks. I don't know how successful I was in getting different looks out of this every day, but you can see my attempts at that, and you can see the like lipsticks I did as well. But yeah, as to my thing, don't get it. Pick a different one unless you get it really cheap. But if you didn't get it really cheap, pick a different one.